We are live from Hartville, Ohio.
Yeah!
Okay, that was long and extended.
Yes. I needed to, like, something.
Shut up.
Oh, wait, no. Wait. Guys. Wait, hold on. Joe got me this fidget toy, which is so thoughtful of him, by the way. Thank you.
Oh, no problem, dude.
You guys found out the dollar store, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, so we have a lot.
Welcome
Welcome to our live stream.
Yes.
But we always,
hopefully it's working for you guys.
yeah, we have a lot to discuss as we always do on our
Yes.
headlines. But if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do.
Please do so.
Because we're still doing our normal podcasts and
Yes.
stuff, and we got a series that we're doing about the Illuminati.
Which,
So-
funnily enough, yeah, we're still working on it though, guys. Sorry, let's
Yes.
finish thought there. We're still working on it.
Mhm.
It's just I did not expect there to be this much research
Yeah.
that went into it. It's huge. It's a huge topic.
Oh yeah. Once we get the first episode up, we're gonna be working straight ahead for the next one.
Yes.
So in the meantime, we'll be doing headlines and stuff. That way we can keep the content coming.
Yes.
And so yeah, so the biggest headlines, especially over the past month, was the revival.
Yes.
Specifically,
Not just the past month, but over just the past couple days.
yeah.
To be honest with you.
Well, this is what it was going on. When did it start?
February 8th.
February 8th. Okay.
At 10 a.m., I believe, is what
So
they
it's
said.
been going on for just about a month or so in total.
Yeah. February
Almost.
8th. Yeah, is when it
Yeah.
started. Yes. Yep. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which
It's
is about, yeah.
yeah. It's there's a lot going on there for sure.
Yes.
So what's your biggest like takeaways from the revival?
Well, first of
First of
all,
all.
can I just say to all the people who are saying that this is some sort of like fake prosperity gospel. Oh, look at that! It actually worked. Maybe.
I'm just adjusting something. This is a preview
It
window.
might work. Anyway, sorry, train of thought. To anyone who might say that this is like just a prosperity gospel, they know we have videos to show you. If it works, we have videos to show you, and it just proves that this is not.
Yeah.
This is real. And I don't know about Jared, but I myself have been wanting this to happen for years.
Mm-hmm.
This is needed in this country.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
This is needed. Joe, tell him why it's needed. Tell him, go off. Tell him why this is needed in this country. What has been going on in this country?
Well, I'll tell you, for one, everyone is distracted with worldly, earthly things.
Yes.
They get distracted with, video games and television shows, and anything that distracts you from the Word of God
Yes.
is basically what is, why it's needed right now.
Yes.
Specifically, too, is
In America, first of all.
in America, but like, if you have that lack of faith
Yes.
in your life,
Yes.
then you have to fill it with something else.
That's not true.
That's not true. One of them that comes to mind, and we've talked about it before, is the whole gender ideology thing.
I thought of sex, but maybe
That
that's
too.
just...
But I think gender ideology is even more so because
yes.
the way that it's centered on,
Self-identity.
so it's all about self-identity and worshiping who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And there's nothing
Which
wrong.
we'll talk about why this is unique
Yeah.
later.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there's you should be proud of who you are, but
No, absolutely not.
but at the same
Don't
time,
make it an obsession like we were talking about.
yeah. And also, like, you're always like, okay, who am I feeling like today?
Right.
Who do I
Who do I identify as?
who do I
yeah.
identify as today?
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about, okay, there's something you got to work towards, and that is getting to the
Maybe
promised
like
land.
we said, a mental disorder. Maybe like we said. It's a mental thing, and you got to find an actual way to deal with that.
Yeah.
And what better way, as you guys will see.
And it's happening on the campuses where this kind of ideology
It's thriving.
is thriving, where it
It didn't
is
start
where
off
it
that way.
starts.
Ashbury was not. And that's what a lot of people don't get. Ashbury was not a secular college, just so you know. It started off at Ashbury, which was a Christian college, but it quickly, very quickly spread to normal colleges, which is amazing.
Yeah. Which is like there's some college campuses like the one that I graduated from, like Kent State,
I was
for
going to say
sure.
that, yes. They might do one, you said, right?
I thought that they were planning one. I'll have to check in on that. I'm not sure where I would find that information.
If we are free, we
honest
have
with
to
you.
go. If we knew the times and everything, I would definitely go.
Oh yeah,
If we knew the
and
times
we
and
could
stuff.
get some video recording of it,
Yeah.
so we could
Post it on
report
the
on it.
podcast,
Yeah.
yeah. That'd be cool.
Get some like firsthand
Footage.
video footage of it.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna try to play some TikTok videos from their clips from the revival.
If not,
If it works.
not, you guys will probably at least be able to hear it. At
Yeah.
least.
Let's see. Okay, cool.
Hey!
All right, switch screens. Hopefully you can see it on here. Sometimes if you try playing like YouTube or something, it blocks it out.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Oh shoot.
Not gonna take. No, thank you.
Can I play it without? What's going on? Oh, sound.
Look at this, guys. Look at this cool business. Look at this.
Sorry.
So this is. Just watch this, guys. This is cool. We have a couple of videos to show you. Amen. Woo. This is cool. Oh, this is so cool. Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh no.
that was not
video
what I
number
wanted.
1.
Then we got another one here.
We got a couple of them, guys, to show you. This is so cool. It's at 2 a.m., guys. Check this out. Oh no! What did you do?
I just pressed unmute.
Ah.
Maybe it just needs restarted. Internet trouble, guys.
Oh no.
Hold on. Are we still on the stream okay, Aiden? Do you know? Can you check that? Oh, there we go. We're good.
That was at 2 a.m., guys.
Holy crap. That's a lot of people, too.
Get up out of that grave. Get up out of that grave. Oh, I love that so much. I love that so much. That is so cool. Oh, man. I love that. Look at this one, guys. This is insane. Oh, wait.
It's just very slow.
It is. It's worth it, though, guys, so you can see some of this footage. Listen to this. Ugh. Sorry, Jude, I have to.
Go ahead.
That is awesome, dude.
See, it gets really powerful like that when they slow it down.
And it's just like...
And it's acapella.
Yeah. Well, that was acapella too, the excitement. That was just people just going nuts for whatever reason.
This one I found here, too.
Yeah. Well, I heard that this was a healing.
Video out. A demon
watch this.
manifested at the Asbury revival. They first called for medical, but watch what happens as the spirit is confronted and the people recognize it's demonic.
Medical emergency personnel, step away from non-medical helpers.
Come off of her now in Jesus' name. Come off of her now in Jesus' name. I loosen every
And it would make sense that the devil would...
Jesus' name. Every spirit of infirmity, every spirit of
Yes!
Listen. Isn't that crazy, dude?
Yeah!
And the pastor's up there on stage.
If you're not praying, would you join us in just singing victory?
Yes!
Would you join us in singing victory?
Nothing gets me more fired... A few things get me more fired up than watching that.
Isn't that cool,
Someone
dude?
getting freed from...
And that just popped up on my For You page,
Yes.
like out of nowhere. I thought
It
that
would make
had to
sense
be
that the
added.
devil would try to prowl around and ruin that. it would absolutely make sense that he would bring
Yeah, they tried
try to
to.
bring the actual demons would probably try to
Yeah.
invade kind of a holy space like that and try to ruin it for everyone.
Well, before we move on to the next clip,
Yeah, let's dissect that because I haven't seen that.
that's interesting. Like they're
That caught me off guard. I thought it was gonna be someone just blaspheming God. Is what I thought it was gonna be.
no, this guy was like intrigued in it as much as
healed.
yeah.
He healed. That's insane. I was gonna mention that, but I didn't know if we wanted to talk about it. There have been healings there. More than just
Yeah.
there's more than one. There's been more than one. I mean,
Oh yeah. What was the other one? Do you know?
just a guy that
Like spiritual healing or
No,
like
no, no.
physical healing?
It was physical, like he had some sort of medical problem.
Oh.
And the dude, his name was Zach, and apparently, this dude the dude that healed him came all the way from Mississippi because God told him that he's gonna heal someone named Zach today.
Wow.
And it's like, whoa, like that's kind of
Okay,
cool.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But yeah, so also
What was this story, dude?
Well,
I mean,
I don't know
dissect this one.
I don't know anything else from about
other
that
what we've
other
seen,
than
yeah.
what we've seen. But I will say that there's been, speaking of the devil trying to interfere in this
Yes.
revival, there was a student, I'm assuming at the college. He was around our age probably,
Yeah,
maybe a
yeah.
little younger.
Yeah.
He was going to this revival with the intent of exposing it
I love this story.
instead of
And Jed, you heard this from your work, correct?
yeah, it was a guy that was on the ground there. I guess he was like interviewing people. But anyways, he went in there with his phone and he's like, I'm going to go and expose this for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to say how stupid this is. Like, why are all these people like just hanging out in a church and, praising to some false god or something fake?
Being
Then
this guy's probably what he would say.
Yeah. And then so he went in there and he immediately broke down in tears after he realized what
Was actually going on.
was actually going on there.
Yeah.
And
Lives are being changed.
he apologized. He praised the Lord. He apologized to the Lord for what he was trying to do.
Yes.
And he was an atheist, mind you.
Yes.
But he, after that introduction
It was
to
raw. It was too raw
all
for
that,
them.
he converted to Christianity
Yeah.
right there. And people prayed over him.
And there were probably hundreds of stories like that in that building.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, for sure. That's just a snippet.
50,000
what-
people showed up, mind
Yeah.
you. So it's like,
I mean, what's crazy about it, and
well, think about this real really quick. I'm sorry to interrupt for a second. Think
Okay.
about how many branches one person's life affects.
yeah,
And then times that by 50,000, and then you got a pretty dang good amount of stories to tell.
well, and also too, like you might be just affecting that one person that you prayed over,
Yeah.
but then imagine what they do once they
Yeah,
leave
that's what I'm
that
saying.
place.
Like,
Yeah,
that
it's
kind
gonna
of-
like
yeah.
help their family, and
Yeah.
yeah. So, anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, what I was gonna say was that what's interesting about this revival is that it's not only just praise music, which is great,
Yeah.
but also
Worshiping. Yeah,
it's
not just worshiping.
but it's also like reading scripture
Yes.
and also
Testimonies.
and actual events like demonic healing, like they're healing from demonic
Exorcisms.
exorcisms. Yeah, that's the word
Yeah.
I'm looking for. So there's a lot going on here. It's not just, oh, you go in here, you sing for a little bit, and then you
No.
leave. There's more
Yeah.
going on, and these people are serious
About
about what they're doing. It's not just let's go
And
here,
here's
we'll
the
just join in
thing.
for fun.
And here's the thing. And before I say this, please do not, anyone that listens to these people, please, I'm going to mention a church right now. Please, don't get me wrong. Hillsong, okay? I love you guys' music. I love it. I was listening to your stuff earlier today,
Mhm.
as a matter of fact. But you guys kind of put on a show.
Sorry, I'm listening. I'm just
With all,
doing
no,
something.
you're good, Joe. With all of the fog lights and the machines and, it's just a big, from what I can tell personally, it seems to be, now you guys can comment and tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems to me that it is just a big production, and it's just a way to get more people to come to the church and then donate money and then that sort of thing. Now, I could be one on that, and please prove me if I am one. But it seems that that's the purpose that Hillsong serves and a lot of other of these mega churches. It's just its purpose is to put on a show and get money. But this is different. This has no fog machines, no smoke, no fancy smoke machines, no lights, no show.
And it's getting more attention than most of these mega churches would ever get.
Yes, but that wasn't my point. My point was that it's pure. It's just pure, unadulterated time with God. And, like,
none of the worldly distractions like fog and
huge
all this.
screens and
It's like, that's
laser lights. And,
that's something you experience when you go to like a rock concert,
right.
okay?
And that's literally what Hillsong has been compared to. Some of their services is like a rock concert.
Yeah.
And yes, we need that. We need that to identify with the younger crowd and identify with the,
Yeah, but
younger
what are
generation. But if the soul is
what are you getting excited about though? Are you excited about the
music,
crazy atmosphere, or are you excited about worshiping God?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the bigger question.
Yes. That's the difference between this and something like that.
And I really hope that the people that go to these revivals are not only just going to this revival for a couple of days or a week or...
Get out of my head. If your point is that they take this and do something with it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Actually, read scripture.
Yes.
And attend church on a regular basis.
Yes.
And also...
And then spread the gospel.
Yeah, and also, encourage other people to go with you to church,
Yes.
Say, hey, I know you haven't been to church in several years. Would you be willing to...
But I saw you at the... for example, I saw you at the revival. Would you want to...
Yeah, or you can reach out to a friend that hasn't been to the revival and say, hey, I know you're kind of not so sure about going to church, but hey, I promise that, you're going to like it.
Yeah.
You go with me and, we'll
have a fun time.
We'll go out to church and then we'll have lunch together after or whatever, make a day out of it.
Yeah.
That's why you got to try to lure
appeal.
these people in. You can't be like, oh, hey, let's go worship God,
Yeah.
Because some of those things, are not going to
put up
bring people over.
Gods.
Yeah. Hence, there was an example I was talking about with my fiance the other day. I was talking about people are leaving the Catholic Church in droves.
Yeah.
Because of the way the Catholic Church preaches. They don't preach the Bible solely. They preach they
God plus works.
So that it's almost
we
like
we had 2 whole podcasts about that, guys. Check that out.
Yes, we do have a podcast on that. Don't forget to look at it.
Featuring one of our dear friends, but
yes. Very good podcast we did on that.
Yes. Yes.
We could even go
I forgot about that.
We can go deeper in on it because
there's so much more that's probably happened since then.
And we know a lot more about it. We're more mature.
Yes.
Some may think.
Yes.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, but that was a good podcast, though. It was very timely.
Yeah. But anyways, what I was going to say is that the Catholic Church has been turning a lot of people off from attending.
Yes.
Especially an example I could use is with Victoria's church that she's went to ever since she was little. Was the St. Sebastian Catholic Church right by her house.
Yeah.
She used to go, all of her friends were Catholic, including herself.
Yeah.
And they were all attending pretty much the same church. It was almost like a school too. It's a school too, so when they're little they go to St. Sebastian School, which is like it's attached to the church,
That's one of those.
It's like a monastery almost,
so
where
it's like Malone kind of. It's like
but
there's also a church in there.
But it's for little kids, younger kids.
So it's like a boarding school.
So apparently through all of that, it turned a lot of her friends off from that. Like all of her friends that went to that Catholic church basically don't go to church anymore. And that's the problem.
That's the most dangerous thing. I will say this, Jared. The most dangerous thing. And guys, I have that one sentence on this channel, so I'm not gonna say anything bad, but we do speak our minds. So I'm gonna say this: being raised in a Christian family is one of the most dangerous things a Christian can experience, because if from day one you are used to worshiping God
Mm.
and having to read your Bible every day and having to, go to church every Sunday, that becomes taxing within a couple of years. Whereas someone, for example, I'm not going to name names, just random example, like that atheist that went to this revival, whose whole life
Yeah.
has not known God.
Has been deprived of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, holy crap, this is amazing. And then they're on fire for God, and it lasts. So there's a danger in... I'm not saying you should not come from a Christian family. That is not what I'm saying at all. Please don't misquote me on that. But what I am saying is humans get used to things that they've always been exposed to for years. Would you agree with me in that assessment,
Yeah.
Jared, or no? Or disagree?
Well, I think too.
What I'm trying to say is keep that fire. Keep that fire.
Well, and also too, there's a concern that families that raise kids growing up like strict religious Christians, the children when they get a little older tend to rebel.
Yes.
Because they've been stuck within a box their whole entire life. Like, here's your parameters.
Yeah.
This is how you are supposed to operate.
I've never heard, and I'm sorry, but this is the way it is, guys, okay? I have never heard an amazing transformation story from someone who came from a Christian family. I'm sorry, that's just not how that works.
Mm.
It's always been someone who's been a non-believer, and something happens, and boom, they're on fire for God. I've never... Please quote me if I'm wrong, guys, please. There's probably a bunch of stories out there, but I personally have not heard one single story about someone who's always grown up a Christian and then has this big turning moment.
Mm.
It's always been non-believers. It's always been that.
Yeah. Well,
I think we had like 2 more videos to play, but I mean...
Yeah, let's play through that, and then we'll continue discussing this.
Yeah. Sorry to go on that rant there, guys, but like, this is one of my favorites. Oh, I love this.
Let's restart that, because
Yeah.
for some reason TikTok on desktop don't work.
Fill me up. Does that not look fun, Jared?
It does.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Oh, I love it. Woo!
Oh, that's really cool.
That is the coolest. The last one is what really gets me, Jared.
Okay.
Now, to preface this, I want to tell you guys a story before this. Now, I don't know this person's name, but what I heard is that before this happened, this guy was apparently the guy that in the white shirt that you're going to see.
Mm.
He was apparently an immigrant.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently. And he apparently needed money for something about his immigration and money related. And this is what came out of it, guys. Check this out.
Yeah, you said it was like $5,000.
Something like that. Yeah, something. That could be one on the number, but... Like, look at this, guys. It's like... Out of nowhere. Wasn't even prompted. Wasn't...
Oh my god. You can see that guy like breaking
Yeah.
down in tears.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Woo!
Yeah, you better collect all that cash because it went flying everywhere.
Right. So what do you think about that, Joe?
That was the coolest video I've seen so far from the revival, other than the exorcism.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet as well. You showed me one too that I didn't know about. So
Yeah, I think
That's
we're
pretty
even.
cool. Yeah.
Anyways, did you want to read this about the?
Yeah. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm just gonna go over a couple points. Go back down to where the bullet points are.
Oh.
There's a couple bullet points I wanna, because that was the main part. Okay. So basically, this is trying to say we're asking the one questions about the revival, basically, and this is what we need to be asking. So here are some of the bullets showed, right?
Okay.
So, how does the Ashbury revival compare to other revivals of the past? This is a technical approach from the field of church history. Does the Ashbury revival bear the marks of a true revival?
Because there's been revivals in the past. I believe on this campus there was
One in 1970, yes.
and one in the 90s.
Yeah. This is a question with answers in the field of discipleship and spiritual growth. And is the theology sound? Another technical approach of theological studies. These are all valid questions to ask, and I am appreciative that we have experts in these fields to offer the perspective. But these are the only questions we should be asking.
But are these?
But all
the-
these, sorry, all these are the only questions we should be asking. Are there not deeper questions you might explore? Questions that begin to take us to the adaptive challenges of the church. An adaptive approach might have us wonder, when younger adults are the least likely demographic to attend worship at a traditional church setting, why have they become so captivated with worship in this space? When seminary attendance is declining and those who do enroll in a seminary are less interested in leading worship in a congregational setting, why are so many nameless young adults interested in leading worship here? And if social media has encouraged us to show only the best parts of ourselves, what about the Asbury revival has caused a surge in confession and personal testimony? These are all deeper questions and many are cross-disciplinary questions. Most probably do not have easy answers. But aren't these the kind of questions that Jesus of the Gospels would want us to ask? Yes.
Yes.
And that leads into a point that I wanted to make. First of all,
Yeah.
I told Jared this before. Well, we were talking about it before we started the show tonight. I find it very ironic that what's been called the most irreligious generation in history is the one that's kickstarted this. Gen Z.
Yeah. And I think it's also like God works in mysterious ways.
Yes.
And what better way of starting a revival or spreading the word of God than to use Generation Z?
Yes.
The one
that
is
boomers have claimed are
not religious at all.
yes.
Who don't believe in God, who don't attend church.
Yes.
I mean, it just makes the most sense,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I was like, watch me. Watch what
why
I'll do here.
why would there be a revival with the boomer generation when the
They
boomer
had
generation
theirs in the 70s.
they already had theirs. But now it's time for our generation and younger than us to see what the word of God can do
Yes.
and how it can help people.
Yes.
It's-
absolutely.
It's not just like
And it's not a fairy tale, guys. The Bible's not a bunch of fairy tales and stories.
and to answer the question on here about whether it's a true revival or not, I think it is.
Yes.
And I have a couple of points to back that up.
Please do. Please do, Jude.
One being is
The
that
videos, first of all, just by watching it, you can tell.
yeah, and also it's been going on for days. It
Yeah.
just recently ended.
As of either last night or
This
the night
one,
before, yeah.
This one, anyways.
Yeah.
But there's other ones that,
They're breaking out.
and they even said there were some people at that Asbury revival, and they said that they were planning on going to other college campuses and continuing it.
That's crazy.
So when this they were saying when this one ends, it's not gonna all just end here. It's gonna keep going.
yes.
It's gonna spread from campus to campus.
yes.
And that's the best place to have a revival is on a college campus.
Yes.
Now the question is, how are each college campus going to respond to it? Because I don't know.
I'm not thinking about the students, yo. I'm thinking about the faculty.
I'm thinking of the faculty
Yes.
and
Yes. Yeah, we were on the same page, Joe. Good job, Judd.
Because
they're not keen
is Asbury a
they were a Christian college.
Christian
yes,
college?
yes.
Okay, so that's
where
why
it started. Yes,
that's why they
it
were
was so
handing out
important thing, yeah.
snacks and water and stuff
Yep.
at their own expense.
Yeah.
Now, say if you had a revival at Akron U or Kent State,
Or God forbid, Ohio State.
yeah, you would have.
Or Ivy League, rather.
Yeah, what kind of Ivy League? What would the reaction be?
At MIT.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Some of the
That
most
would be incredible.
some of the most liberal arts colleges, like the one college that my fiance went to, Hiram College.
Don't get me wrong. These colleges are amazing at what they teach with technology and everything, but
Yeah,
they're not. No, you're not gonna get your Jesus fill from these colleges. Don't get me don't get me started.
yeah.
You're not gonna get your no. You're not gonna get your Jesus fill from Harvard University. I'm telling you that much.
Well, the thing is, like, some of the it doesn't make sense why the college would deny this kind of event, considering that they literally invite all of these very controversial speakers to come on campus, and it's supposed to be open.
Yes.
That
Only open to the people that they like. To
Yeah.
be honest with you.
I mean,
I mean-
what have we said, like, for years now on our podcast? We've said that college campuses are supposed to be an open forum,
Yes.
almost like a town square, as we were mentioning, kind of similar with how Twitter was originally supposed to be.
Yes.
Where students can go to college and be more open-minded about different ideas and not just like being in a echo chamber of their own ideas,
Yes.
like, hey, maybe you should listen to the other side sometime,
Yeah.
because maybe they have some good ideas from time to
That
time.
you
You may
never
not
thought of before.
Yeah, you may not agree with everything that the other side says. I certainly don't always agree. But
Yeah.
what?
I agree with that.
You agree with my disagreement?
No, I was quoting the video. I agree with that.
Yeah.
The Dave Rubin cartoon that you showed me. I agree with that.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
Mr. Dave Rubin video.
Oh, yeah. I was confused for a second.
I'm surprised that you don't remember that.
I was not catching that reference.
I agree with that.
So, I guess concluding with that part of our headlines
Yeah,
tonight.
it was probably one of the most important Christian events to happen, and definitely in the last decade. Definitely.
Yeah.
How do you want to wrap this up, Joe? This part of it. What do you want to say?
Well,
Why is it needed? Why is this a big deal?
I mean, I think we already kind of said it, I mean, it's really just important to have this spread at the college level,
Yes.
because that's where you're seeing the most of these people that just don't have a relationship with Jesus
Yes.
and just have never been introduced to it or have been split away from it because of the very college that they go to.
Yes.
The very college that they go to is the one that teaches them to basically don't attend church.
Churches brainwashing.
Instead,
churches.
brainwashing students to believe, in critical race theory and all this other
Stuff.
gender ideology bull crap. And, so if anything, these are brainwashed students.
Yeah.
They need to be introduced to the Bible.
They need to be cleansed.
They need to be cleansed. And what a better way of doing it than letting these
Yes.
revival tours hit all these college campuses.
Yes.
And yeah, let's have them go on for a full month.
Yeah. Let's have it never stop.
Yeah, never stop. Well, obviously never stop, but have these
Yes.
revivals just, go on for a good extended period of time.
Yes.
So that way you can get enough people from out of state, out of county, out of
Yes,
country,
Yes.
and they
Which
can
has
come
already
to
been
it.
going on.
Yeah.
Mind you.
Which I think that's the beauty of the Asbury revival, is that they were able to continue the revival long enough for other people around the world to attend.
That was just crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so
I mean,
Jared, wow.
What?
I just thinking how many lives are changed by this. It's just crazy.
Oh, for sure, dude.
The only thing I'm gonna end this part of the live stream tonight, guys, is with this, please. Like I said before, guys.
Yeah.
Take this opportunity to please spread the gospel. That is the only reason us Christians are on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Spread the gospel. Make Jesus known to every corner of the earth.
Yep.
That's all that matters, and that's what this is achieving.
Yes. And also, something I would add to that is, and Aiden mentioned it too, don't let it stop here.
Yes.
You know,
Keep the fire going is what I said.
Keep your lamp burning, it says in Exodus.
Yes.
You know, we need to keep your spirit, the spirit of the of God,
Yes.
burning.
Yes.
And keep that fire that you were, if you were attending these revival tours and felt that fire,
Yeah.
that desire to
If
worship.
if it felt your soul burn,
Yeah.
then keep that.
Like keep that
Keep it going.
Keep that in your chest right here.
Yeah.
And you know, you attend church every week.
Yes.
You know?
What's going to happen? You feel a little bit awkward? Okay.
Yeah. And sure, it's you know, it could be work sometimes when you want to when you want to sleep in
yes.
on Sunday.
Yes.
You know, but it only takes an hour to be at church. Just an hour. That's all you need to just
You don't even need to stick around and talk to anyone.
Yeah. Just go there, you know, bring your Bible with you.
Yeah. If you have one.
If not, go get one.
Or get the app.
Or you could get an app and
That's
have
free,
it on your phone.
mind you, yeah.
And it's easier. You could always have it on you.
Yeah.
I personally like to have a physical Bible.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Me too.
That's just because I
He
like
has it here on his deck somewhere.
I don't like that whole possibility of
Them
the
changing-
government
yes,
taking my ability to read the Bible.
Yes.
And that's as with any book.
Yeah.
I
this
don't
is the
want
most
them,
important
yeah,
book, so there's a reason
Yeah.
why it's so, yes.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
a good way to
everything on
end it.
that.
That's
Yeah.
a good way to end it.
I couldn't think of anything else
Yeah.
to say.
So, speaking of the government,
Oh,
nice
yeah.
lead-in, Jared.
Speaking of the government, yeah, so
That was unexpected. That's good job, Jared.
thank you. So
COVID,
yeah,
White.
COVID, it came from a lab? No way. I didn't see that coming.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, said literally every single conservative.
And then Fox News is reporting on it like, so, just read this.
Well,
Jared. This is going to make me laugh. This will make me laugh.
Now, obviously, Fox News was talking about this.
Man, the
whole
screen is
thing
looking
too.
great tonight. Can I just say?
Shut up, Siri.
Dude, the screen is looking great tonight. Can I just say?
You just jinxed it now.
Shut up.
Thank you.
Shut
for
up.
that one.
Shut up.
So this is from Fox News.
Shut up.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Stop talking.
Let me see if I can get
What? What are you doing?
nothing.
Oh, great heavens!
Oh, great heavens. Anyways, this is from Fox News. FBI director says COVID pandemic most likely originated from Chinese lab.
No.
So FBI director, let me zoom in here. Oh yeah.
Christopher Rye.
FBI director Christopher Ray
How do you
or
pronounce?
Rye.
How do you pronounce that?
I think
it's
Ray.
confusing because they put the W in and R.
W. Ray said
Debbie Ways.
said the COVID-19 pandemic was likely caused by a lab leak in Wuhan, China.
Oh my gosh!
Quote, the FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan, Ray told Fox News in an interview that aired Tuesday.
Yes.
Here you are talking about a potential leak from a Chinese government-controlled lab. I will just make the observation that the Chinese government, it seems to me, has been doing its best to try to thwart and
obfuscate.
That's a weird word.
Yeah.
Obfuscate.
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 That's like
Maybe
trying
that's
to.
how it is.
That's like trying to pronounce the
Oh,
the Illuminati poster.
we were having so much fun with that.
But I think that is about ready to be uploaded, right, Judd?
I'm getting close to
Yeah,
it. I'm
That's a lot of work.
yeah. Well, I've been busy and
Yeah.
didn't have the time
And
to
then
get
the
all of it
revival
done at
happened,
once.
and we had to report on that.
The work that we're doing, the work that our U.S. government and close foreign partners are doing, and that's unfortunate for everybody, he added.
Illuminati!
Illuminati!
Oh.
Ray said the FBI has specialists who focus on, quote, the dangers of biological threats, which include things like novel viruses. Viruses. Viruses.
Novel pariahs.
Yeah.
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 I can't wait to play this back.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
Viruses like COVID and the concerns that they are in the wrong hands of some bad guys, a hostile nation state,
Yes.
a terrorist, a criminal. Anyways, we know the whole thing
Yeah.
with it. That's
The
pretty
whole-
much
Although I do like the picture.
yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, that's a security guard moves journalists away from the Wuhan Institute of
Literally.
Virology.
Why were you doing that? It was an accident, guys. Why?
Yeah.
You said it wasn't caused. Why are you doing
Well,
that?
okay, so I'll tell you right now why this whole entire
We were white.
like
First of
eating-
all. We were white. We were white.
We're right. Let's take credit here. If I had the cheer thing on here,
Right.
I would. We're right. That's the best I could do. But
Right.
You
Like,
know.
how do you not know? Like,
yeah. But seriously, we were right this whole time. But when you look at it you look at the basic facts, right?
Yes.
They said everyone acknowledged that the virus started in Wuhan.
We knew that much to be sure.
And why did they say so you're saying it's a coincidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology is in Wuhan,
Right.
where they said that apparently it started, and they said allegedly it was a bat that some Chinese guy ate, and he eventually contracted COVID from a bat
Okay.
in Wuhan, where there's a lab.
That made sense at the time. But they didn't tell us that there was a lab there.
Well,
First
also,
of all.
once you realize that there's a lab there, then you
Now
kind
the
of,
pieces start fitting together.
and you have to also have to consider, like, it's kind of like, duh, there's a lab where they experiment on viruses. How do you not expect that it'll could be there?
Not to mention that it was close to the wet market. Oh, what?
Well, that's what they were alleging, but there's a lot of wet markets in China, I'm sure.
Right, but the Hubei one, the one that they said was the cause of the pandemic.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like, you can make any
A
claim.
little bit
Like,
of a quinky dink.
you could just like say, oh, look, Hartville, Ohio, the giant eagle. There's a
Now-
virus that started
Now,
there. You know,
I think because the article's done by Joe, do you know what I mean?
I think that's all. And there's just some pictures of the Department of Energy.
Wait.
Some really cool looking
Wait.
van.
So.
Yeah.
I want to take this a little bit further, Jared, before I move on to the next question.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before. I want to ask you again.
Yeah.
Because it's been about a year. We know a little bit more about COVID now. Okay?
Yeah.
Is it a weapon? Or was it a weapon? Was it unleashed on the population on purpose?
I'm kind of leaning towards it was.
Yeah. Yep.
Reason being is because China is as evil as we think they are.
Yeah.
Diabolical in their ways of doing stuff. I mean,
Yes.
they just are. I mean,
Yes.
they have a goal to take over the entire world,
Yes.
economically speaking. Anyways,
Yeah.
and probably they would be
If they had the time to do it physically, too.
if they had the ability, the
Yeah.
strength
There we
to,
go.
they would physically
assault.
launch an assault and take down the United States and, put up a Chinese flag in front of the White House,
Yeah.
if they could. But they know better than to try to launch an assault like that on the U.S. because
so they're want us to millions of dollars in debt, trillions, and then when they cash in on it, we'll be done.
Right. And
They
they're
decide
also,
to-
you got to remember that
They're playing
they're
the
weak
long
as
game.
hell.
Yeah, they're playing the long game.
Yeah, one
Things
of
are
the
changing. Scarily.
well,
Scarily, things are changing.
well, if you realize how China is,
Up in
you
the
know,
army, first of all.
well, if you realize that China is kind of being more aggressive lately
Yeah.
on the world stage,
Yeah.
well, it also coincides with them not being the most financially stable right now.
Yeah.
They're
They
having a
want
lot of
to go.
yeah.
Look at me.
Also,
I'm
some of it's self-inflicted too,
Oh yeah.
because they shut down their whole entire economy
Not only
because
that, but then the freaking
zero COVID policy.
the protests happened.
Yeah.
That didn't help.
Oh, Hong Kong.
Yeah. Not just Hong Kong, but remember the other ones, the COVID protests just a couple months ago.
Yeah, because people are sick and tired of being locked up, like literally boarded up in their houses.
Yeah.
Because they have a zero COVID policy. You can't have COVID in China. And when they do come out of their house, everyone gets COVID because no one's been exposed to it.
Yeah. How do you defeat it? By being exposed? Like, come on.
Like,
That's what we did.
We've been talking about it from the very
we-
beginning, herd
we-
immunity.
We went nuts, but then we eventually learned, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's okay for some people to have it because
You
the
need
bodies can
to
fight it
build
off,
up.
yeah.
You need to build up the antibodies to be able to fight it off. So, like, when you get...
I got it and I lived.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but
I mean, I'll let you know right now. It's not fun.
It
getting
sucks.
sick. But
especially with COVID.
also it could have been worse if I
Yeah.
had, different
Like a weak,
comorbidities.
yeah. Like a weaker body, basically.
Yeah.
What you're saying, yeah.
But I feel like
Oh,
I'm
it hurt my lungs, Joe. It hurt
Mm.
bad.
Now,
But I survived though.
did you cough when you had it?
Because
Because I don't remember if you told me that or not. I'm taking that as a yes.
There's a reason I didn't call you for days.
Ah.
Oh.
I think one of our live streams was Aiden's in quarantine. That was years ago. Remember that?
Yeah, it's still waiting to be uploaded.
I think I deleted it though last time we
Good,
hung out.
good.
So I was like,
Just needs to go.
because I kind of forgot about it. It was just sitting up there on our
Yeah, me too.
past
yeah.
live stream page.
Yeah. It's
So stupid. It's funny.
but I don't know how graphic I want to get with that. But yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, you see, I know I've said it a couple of times on our network, but I did have COVID.
A couple of times.
No, just once, as far as I can remember. I may have been infected, but not felt the
Yeah.
effects of it.
Later. Yeah.
But yeah, I had COVID. I didn't cough. I lost my sense of taste and smell, but that was towards the very end, and it was like very briefly.
Yeah.
Which I was very fortunate because I could have like been without that longer.
Yeah. Long COVID.
Yeah, long COVID. Other than that, and I mostly just had like a slight headache most of the time because that's usually when I get sick, I get headaches. So that was like one of the main symptoms I had. So, and also the worst part about it was like I was trying to isolate myself from my family. So I was in this very room and I've seen the same four walls for 2 weeks. Then I was like, I was starting to drive myself insane because I had no one to talk to. I was, in here and they're like, funneling me food through the door and like, here's your, like I'm in prison,
Yes.
Like this is like,
you could have gone to the bathroom if you wanted, right?
yeah, but that was as far as I could go, was to the bathroom and back into here. So
Yeah.
that's how
Thank God I have the whole basement to myself then, because that.
Yeah, you had more room to move around.
Yeah.
I just had this small room.
Yeah.
It sucked, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes,
Jeez.
I did. Yes, the loneliness sucks, dude. It sucks.
Okay then. But yeah. So I'm just surprised to round that out. What we were talking about.
Yeah.
Um.
COVID sucks.
Well, COVID sucks, but also it's like now they're finally talking about what we've been talking about for 2 years almost now.
Yes.
And
It
now,
came from a lab, guys.
you know, and that's the whole other thing with like Twitter.
Funny enough, how they reveal it after the balloon gets shot down too. Funnily enough.
You meaning like they're like, oh, now
the Chinese spy balloon gets shot down, and then all of a sudden, oh, it came from a lab.
yeah. There was also concern about that whole. It obviously hasn't been confirmed, but they were
That the balloon
talking
was
about
carrying COVID or
that it
something?
was
Yeah.
carrying some like
Yeah.
other
Bioweapon.
bioweapon,
Yes, yep.
whether it was COVID or something else. Scary.
Yeah.
Anyways, next topic. This is a really sad situation in
I should not be
Iran.
laughing, then.
This is from BBC News. Let me see if I can switch transition screens. And no, we're
No,
having
we
issues.
cannot.
Now it's finally.
Well, we got the important part. I jinxed it! No!
Why'd you do that?
Hey, we got the important stuff out of the way.
Hold on, I know how to fix this, I think. Hold on.
I can fix it.
Hold on, babe. I got this.
What? What? I
It's like-
ain't your babe.
Like Macho Man over here. Hold on, babe. I got this.
Oh, spicy stuff!
You should like walk like this. Hold on, babe. I got this.
Oh my god, stop. Stop!
Okay. Iran investigates poisoning of hundreds of schoolgirls with toxic gas. So as of 8 hours ago, relatively new. Let me zoom in here. Whoa!
Let me zoom in here. Let me zoom in here. Feet!
They give away that stuff for free?
You have some sort of fetish here that I should know about?
I'm just trying to read the article. What is going on here?
You're
I can't zoom in. All right.
you can't see.
Almost 700 girls. Ah! I can't read. Why can't I zoom in? This is crap. Stupid ass ad. How do I get rid of it? Why this ad? Yeah, that's my question, Google. Why? Why?
That's a bunch of feet.
All right.
Holy crap, they killed me.
All right, take two. Oh, it's when I do that. Hold on.
Oh my god.
What the tarnation?
Okay, don't mess with it anymore before it goes on the complete fritz.
Oh.
Please stop.
Almost. Ah!
Okay.
Ah! I was trying to exit out. Let me refresh the page. This is bullcrap, man. Okay, there we go.
Oh my god. Ow.
Let's try that again.
Oh, my
All
stomach.
right, what is going on with my?
Oh, my stomach hurts.
Let me fix the camera on here. It's
Oh
kinda-
my. Oh my eye.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, let's do this.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Almost. All right, can I read?
Yes.
Almost 700 girls have been poisoned by toxic gas in Iran since November in what they believe is a deliberate attempt to force their schools to shut. No girls have died, but dozens have suffered respiratory problems, nausea, dizziness, and fatigue. Quote, it became evident that some people wanted all schools, especially girls' schools, to be closed down, the deputy health minister said on Monday. However, he later said that his remarks had been misunderstood. The prosecutor general announced last week that he was opening a criminal investigation. However, he said that the available information only indicated, quote, the possibility of criminal and premeditated acts. Meanwhile, public frustration is continuing to grow, and you can kind of see this photo. Says angry parents gathering outside the governor's office in Qom to demand action from their authorities. The first poisoning took place on the 30th of November when 18 students from the Noor Technical School in the religious city of Qom were taken to hospital. Or taken to the hospital, it should
I
say.
think that was a typo.
Since then, more than 10 girls' schools have been targeted in the surrounding province. At least 194 girls are reported to have been poisoned in the past week at 4 schools in the city of Borgerd in the western province of Lorston. And on Tuesday, another 37 students were poisoned at the Kayam Girls' School in Pardis, near the capital, Tehran. The poisoned girls have reported the smell of tangerine or rotten fish before falling ill.
Jeez.
Earlier this month, at least 100 people protested outside the governor's office in Qom.
Good.
Let's see what else.
Well, I think I already know.
Oh,
but it's a good
man.
Response to.
Recent images of
Yes.
schoolgirls taking off their headscarves in defiance of the clerical establishment went viral. Because they have that, what's that law called? It's
Sharia?
Sharia law,
Yeah,
yes.
where you're supposed to, women are not looked upon very well. It's in the Quran, and they're not.
Yes.
Yeah, this is in response to what's been happening in Iran. It has to be.
Oh, yeah.
If you know what's been going on over the past couple months.
Yeah.
And it's very sad.
For sure. I
Like,
mean,
I know we lock people in their homes during COVID, but we didn't do that.
yeah, no. Well, also, too, you got to remember, like, when we surrendered Afghanistan to the Taliban,
Yep, yes.
that's when you started seeing all these reinstatements of Sharia law.
Yep.
Where, like we've said before on our program, that,
by the book, basically.
yeah, I mean,
By the religious book.
I mean, it wasn't till the very next day that the Taliban were taking over
Hanging
Afghanistan.
people on helicopters and flying them over cities.
And women couldn't go to work that very next day. They were told, you got to go home. You don't have a job no more. And we made so much progress while we were occupying Afghanistan. And maybe...
But what? Biden put it down the crapper.
Yeah. And I hope that it comes back to bite him in the butt in 2024.
Yeah.
Because we know that he's going to run for president again.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they have to wheel him out in a coffin, they're will.
They're gonna do it, yeah.
I mean, he's...
Open up the casket, put him on a, one of those things at the store. One of those wheel things used at the store to prop up
They'll
objects.
tie up a string to his jaw and, like, move it like a puppet.
Ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Stick a hand up his, you know what, because that's basically what he is. A puppet.
Well, yeah, and also it's like...
oh, my goodness gracious.
They're going to do anything to keep
Him
Biden
in office,
in
yes.
office. I mean, even if he's, unable to speak, which he's already at that point, but, even if he can't walk, they'll wheel him around if they have to.
Like Charlie Brown.
I mean, heck, they have concern about him tripping over wires in the White House, from what I understand. They said in the past.
And this is who's leading our country? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? This is ridiculous.
It is. I mean, what did Obama say about Biden? Don't underestimate.
They mess things up. Yes.
Yeah. Now I don't know. Wasn't Iran the one that was having the protests?
Yes, the women's
originally.
Yes,
okay.
Yep.
Because
that makes sense that this would happen then.
But we don't know if something like that is going on in Afghanistan.
No.
Okay.
It's probably just complete chaos in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I don't. It's like
anarchy.
I mean, we have no intelligence on the ground.
We don't even know what's going. There's no news stories.
Yeah.
Anymore.
And there might be some reporters and stuff that are still trapped over there, probably killed by now.
Yeah.
I still think about that, like all the people
How
that we
quickly
left.
we forget about that? Yeah. Doggone it. His Glory probably reported on that.
Probably.
Because I know they're big on.
That was before I was there.
Yeah, they're probably big on. Since they're big on patriotism, from what you've told me.
Mm-hmm.
They probably had that covered for days.
Oh, for sure. But yeah, it's
messed up.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The next one.
This is cool.
This is something Aiden found.
And this is a throwback to one of our older things that we used to do. The Weekly Geek Freak.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of was inspired to talk about something nerdy tonight because I kind of wanted to bring back some nostalgia. I mean, I'm not looking to make this another section or anything. I just wanted to bring it back. I saw CNET and it made me remember my good times at this party. Talking about tech and stuff. So this one's for you, bud.
Oh, thanks, dude.
AI could be made obsolete by biocomputers running on human brain cells. So scientists are pushing for the development of organoid intelligence, or OI. And this is as of today. So cool.
Oh, is that what the date says?
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Artificial intelligence. Oh, never mind. We're good. Artificial intelligence, my goodness, seems to be taking over our lives lately, but a team of scientists argues that something called organoid intelligence, or OI, powered by living human brain cells, could one day outperform any artificial system and do it far more efficiently. Organoids are three-dimensional clumps of biological tissue that scientists have been growing and experimenting with for years. Researchers led by environmental health scientist Professor Thomas Hartain at Johns Hopkins University are working with brain organoids that can lead to the development of a biocomputer powered by human brain cells. We are at a moment in time, this is a quote, where the technologies to achieve actual biocomputing have matured, Hartain told me via email. The hope is that some of the remarkable functionalities of the human brain can be realized as OI, such as its ability to take fast decisions based on incomplete and contradictory information. Intuitive thinking, basically. Hartain and colleagues unveiled an extensive vision for the future of OI on Tuesday in the journal Frontiers in Science. The team includes scientists from Cortical Labs, which made headlines last year for creating a dish full of live brain cells that quickly taught itself to play the original video game Pawn, which you can play some Jode if you want. If you want to share with
Let's see if it'll play.
just a couple seconds. Huh. What? Okay. That makes sense. Whoa. Ha 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 ha. Huh. Oh, this is crazy. So significant improvement on metrics versus controls. Oh, wow. Cool. It's getting better, okay. Huh.
Oh, it almost missed.
Yeah, Pawn is a game that a lot of programmers use for AI to test its abilities. Using organoids.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, and now we have an elbow.
Could
Get
be-
off me, guy. Get off of me.
Get off of me.
Here,
let me go back down.
Using organoids grown from cells is advantageous for scientists because it doesn't require human or animal testing. Hartain has been creating functional brain organoids since 2012 using human skin cells that are reprogrammed into an embryonic stem cell-like state. They can then be used to form brain cells and eventually organoids with functioning neurons and other features that can sustain basic functions like memory and continuous learning. Quote, this opens up research on how the human brain works, Hartain said in a statement. Quote, because you can start manipulating the system doing things you cannot ethically do with human brains. He and his colleagues envision assembling brain organoids into new forms of biological computing hardware, far more energy efficient than current supercomputers.
Wow.
The brain is still unmatched by modern computers, Hartain said. Frontier, the latest supercomputer in Kentucky, is a $600 million, 6,800 square foot installation. Only in June of last year, it exceeded for the first time the computational capacity of a single human brain, but using 1 million times more energy. Hartain concedes that computers are faster at processing numbers and data, but maintains that brains remain better when it comes to complex logical problems.
And remember, like, you know that the left-wing, energy nuts
Companies,
are
yeah.
probably going to be like, well, this uses too much energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So of
yeah.
course that, it just makes sense for them to go with the brain cell powered.
Yeah. Quote,
AI.
computers and the brain are not the same. Even though we tried making computers more brain-like from the beginning of the computer age, the promise of OI is to add some qualities on what they're referencing there, Joe. It is called neural networking. I'll explain that to you later. Concepts like biological computers and organoid intelligence could lead to a library's worth of new ethical discussions. Conversations about organoids becoming sentient, conscious, or self-aware, and the ensuing implications have been underway for years now, even though the technology is thought to be immature at the moment.
But yeah, that's a concern because, we were talking about AI and it's like, oh, will AI take over the world? And see our AI podcast.
That's way back.
That's a long time ago.
Our third episode ever.
Yeah. And we could do a whole nother podcast on AI.
A lot of things have changed since 2018.
Yeah, there's been a
lot of developments.
Yeah, a lot of advancements in that. ChatGPT, yeah, I also want to mention that too. Like, people were saying, oh, it has the ability to think on its own. Well, not particularly, because, behind...
Unless you jailbreak it, like I did.
But behind...
No.
Well, no, even if you jailbreak it's not going to... It still has to have someone behind it that put it together.
And it happens to be that the people behind it are left-leaning.
But if you had, like human brain cells that were behind it, I would think that there would be a higher chance of it being sentient.
That's creepy to think about, though.
Yeah, at first
you working on like a petri dish with like human brain cells and then hooking up to
it made me cringe thinking about it at first. When you first started reading the article, I started cringing, and you can hear me making the noise.
It's like some out of a sci-fi film. It's like it's like cyborg crap. Let me see if there's anything else we need to read, Judd.
Yeah.
There was probably no technology without unintended consequences. Honey told me, what is difficult to exclude such risks as long as humans control input and output, as well as the feedback to the brain on the consequences of its output. Humans have control. However, like AI. The problem comes as soon as we give AI/OI autonomy. Machines, whether based on silicious or cellular machinery, must not decide about human life. Members of the research team with backgrounds on bioethics have been working to assess the ethical implications of working with OI.
Is there anything else?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I realized that
OI, that's crazy.
Well, I realized that AI chat services are becoming more popular.
Oh yeah.
It's really weird because ChatGPT came out and then all of a sudden all these other like Bing came out with their own, the search engine Bing came out with their own chatbot.
They didn't.
Or they were
It's using GPT.
Oh, it is. Okay.
To do it.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Well, Snapchat apparently announced.
Yeah, their own.
As of, I believe, either yesterday or today.
Yeah.
They have their own as well. It's like, where are these popping up out of? Like, were they working on them the whole time? They're all working on these chatbots, and they're like, oh crap, we got to rush ours out to the market.
Yeah. Don't know.
It's kind of weird.
Remember OI using flesh to.
No thanks. No thanks.
Not no thanks. I'm just interested to see the result. What comes out of it?
Well, I'm interested to see. No matter how gross it is.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what it looks like inside the dish.
It's the thing. Like once you look, you can't look away.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing.
Well, yeah, I was interested just to see what it, what it looks like. Because, obviously they got to have it in that Petri dish before they
grow it.
Before they got to grow it. Like, how does that even work?
How is it going to work? Is it going to be like a brain in like a propped up on some stick and then like just hooked up into a freaking.
That don't sound right at all.
Donating my body to science. What's it used for? OI. Oh, what?
Yeah, oh, what? Say what now?
He did what in his cup?
He did what in his cup?
He did what in his dish?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a concern right there. He did what in his dish?
Oh.
Next one
funny.
is
The last one, actually.
Yeah, and last one is the Tesla self-driving lawsuit. Ay.
From the Guardian.
Oh god, this website is so jacked up. All right, let's try it.
Everything got jacked up tonight, Jared.
Look at all those people like standing outside with the
With their
camera.
phones.
Why they look like?
Take a picture. Wait.
Take the picture,
Take a
please.
picture. I
Oh,
can't do it.
Jared!
Oh, Jared!
That was so funny.
Take a picture, please.
Oh,
that's awesome.
yeah. So it
Whoa,
says-
that was a major Whoa.
what?
I watched myself watching myself bring the phone up.
That's not weird at all.
Oh.
Elon Musk overstated Tesla's autopilot and self-driving tech, new lawsuit says.
Oh no.
Elon Musk is facing yet another lawsuit as shareholders of Tesla accused the chief executive and his company of overstating the effectiveness and safety of their electric vehicles, autopilot, and self-driving technologies. Shareholders have alleged in the proposed class action lawsuit that Tesla defrauded them over 4 years with false and misleading statements that concealed how its technologies, suspected as a possible cause of multiple fatal crashes, created a serious risk of accident and injury. The case was filed on Monday in a San Francisco federal court. The case centers on the financial fallout of Tesla's failed autopilot features, citing when the company's share price fell after reports that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Securities and Exchange Commission had begun investigating the technologies.
Wow.
And Tesla, which does not have a media relations department, did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Musk has been sued in the past over how his decisions affect company shares, including a suit over tweets he sent about taking Tesla private, which shareholders claimed cost them millions of dollars. That case, which was
Decided
decided,
in his favor.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
decided
bunch
in his
of
favor.
stuff we don't need to
Basically, that they're trying to get at him again is what we're trying to say.
read. Yeah, which doesn't surprise me. They're always going after Musk because he's fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
On a lot of fronts. So that's to keep that in mind. Do they?
He's made some mistakes. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Do they have a case? Probably they do.
Yeah. These fatal crashes need to be taken care of.
Yeah.
But it's tech. Like, that happens.
Yeah, and also, too, something that kind of throws... I can kind of agree, like, playing devil's advocate here. What's a concern with the self-driving? Well, kind of piggybacking... It's funny that we have that article after the AI stuff, because it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because the Tesla self-driving cars are using artificial intelligence to decide.
That is what they're using, yes.
Yeah, to try to decide what is what when it comes across it on the road. If it sees someone walking across the street.
LiDAR or whatever.
Yeah, the LiDAR technology. Is the vehicle going to stop?
Yeah.
Or is it going to continue driving and not see that
yeah.
person? Yeah, I mean, that's a serious concern. Because, I mean, who's liable in that case?
The person bought the car, but the technology did it, so...
Yeah, so really what's the concern?
There's going to be weird cases to battle.
I know that they require... Like, I know some people have been reported, like, to sleep while this thing drives you somewhere.
Yeah.
That's a dumb idea, because...
Until it's fully auto and they know that it won't do anything that's dumb.
I personally would not be able to do that.
Listen, the point I'll cross is when they don't have a steering wheel anymore. That's the point where I'll be like, okay, it's safe enough to sleep.
Well, yeah, because there would be nothing you could do.
No. My point is that the technology is so advanced that if you don't need a steering wheel anymore, then it's a pretty safe bet that...
Well, yeah, but also I'm saying, like, if you have no steering wheel, you can't... change the outcome of where this vehicle's going. You can only change it in the screen and say, "Oh, I want to go to this pizzeria,"
or whatever. Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah. I got you.
And also, something I thought about the other day: how does the Tesla? I can understand it getting you from point A to point B, but say you have a house address you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Or better yet, a business that has a parking lot. How does that Tesla know, like, okay, you got to your location, but how does your Tesla know where, like, okay, does it stop right in the middle of the street?
No,
like, okay,
I think
or does it reach
I think it gives over manual control to you at that point, I think.
when it gets
so
you to
that you can
park it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I was about to say, if it's completely self-driving,
because the technology isn't there yet to do that.
Yeah.
Which means that cities, like I said, when self-driving becomes popular, cities are going to have to rebuild their roads around, like, that. And that will happen. I have, to end tonight, I guess, since it's the last article,
Yeah.
I have a couple predictions to make. Number one. Actually, kind of two. One, I think in the future, once the technology is perfected, and I mean perfected, there will be no guardrails and highways. No, like, barriers. There won't be a need for them. The skunk barriers, there won't be a need for them because cars will just be so advanced. And also, I don't think we'll own cars in the future. We won't buy cars in the future, I don't feel.
Why?
Me and my friend Nate were talking about this. Me and him both seem to think that you will just kind of like an Uber, but it's auto driving. So you'll just be standing at your house or whatever. You'll order a car and it'll just come pick you up. And since the cities will be so closer together because of the technology, you'll just be able to go to work and back.
So are you saying that that would be the same thing, like
taking a bus, but it's a lot more available because...
What about if you're out in the country? Like, say, where you're...
95% of society will, and in that case, you will own your own car, yes. But 95% of society will probably be like...
Well, I mean...
Boop, and then...
I can agree with you with big cities, like New York City. They for sure... I mean, they don't even...
No one in New York City will own cars.
Well, they don't... many of them don't right now.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them take taxis or the subway.
Yeah.
So they... No skin off their nose. They're not,
Right. They're not complaining. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll actually have a better ride because they'll have, something nicer like a Tesla to ride into work or whatever instead of riding on the dirty old crime-ridden subway.
Yeah.
There's
just going to be changes that I think are going to be really amazing.
Yeah.
All in the name of being faster and more convenient.
For sure.
So, to advance our society even further.
I am gonna stay on the skeptical side, though.
Yeah,
I don't know
until
about
it
you.
happens, yes. Until it happens, yes. Like I said, that's just a theory. So
even then, I don't want. Even if say they had
all this stuff,
they can guarantee you that they'll get you from point A to point B without like being in a crash. But I would still be very hesitant about that, just because all it takes is someone to hack the system.
Yep.
And before you know it, you got a huge...
a Democrat that doesn't like that you're a Republican and it knows that you're in the car.
They could take out a sitting senator or something horrible like that.
Yeah. That's one of the plots of one of the movies I watched, by the way.
Yeah. That's...
It was a murder movie, and it starts with the guy in a self-driving car and murders him. A high-ranking official drives him into a river. But anyway,
But anyways... What the issue when I was really skeptical about Elon Musk's like self-driving vehicles, completely self-driving, was because out in California, they're still testing driverless vehicles out there as we speak.
Yeah.
They're testing out driverless taxis are being tested out there.
Yes. And they can't even keep their damn lights on.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to...
That's a whole nother point, but yeah. Yeah, that's a concern too. But
the day lights on, I should have said.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like why
are you trying to test electric cars and you haven't even fixed your power grid yet?
I just don't understand why they would be testing these vehicles. Say if Elon Musk actually did perfect something, then why isn't he like, he could, I don't know, you think that
Power Grid won't be able to handle all the new superchargers that come into the cities and...
Yeah, that too. I'm also kind of wondering, though, like, if Elon Musk did perfect it, that other companies would follow suit.
And they'll do it better, first of all.
Yeah, and
they
it
will
would
do
just...
it better. They will.
Yeah.
Ford. Ford.
You think Ford's going to be better at it?
They're going to dominate. I mean, you already seen it with the Ford F-150 Lightning, Judd. Like, because not the self-driving. Forget the engineering side of it. The production line. That's what matters. Musk might have the technology and the advancement, but he doesn't have a production line worth a day. Not like Ford does. He doesn't have the ability to crank out 10,000 cars an hour like Ford does.
Yeah.
Once Ford gets a hold of this technology and they also have the production line to show for it,
yeah,
they're going to dominate.
I mean, yeah.
All of these companies are.
And Ford is a larger company than Tesla.
Yeah. Right.
And they have more workers.
Yeah.
More manpower.
Sorry, Musk. I mean, you might have started it, but...
You also don't have the resources
this right now, yeah. They're going to have to play catch-up pretty fast. They're going to fall under.
Yeah.
Which is... At least with Tesla, at least.
But that's the beauty of capitalism,
Right.
It drives innovation.
Yeah.
But also, like, rounding out before we quit for the night.
Quit. Like I said, quit.
Yeah, we're just quitting. No, before we're done for the night. Yeah, it's the technology's great. The idea, the thought of like, oh, I can kind of relax a little bit on the way.
I do like it, but I don't also.
Yeah.
Do you want me to explain for a second?
No, I feel the same way, but I mean, you can go into detail if you want.
If you think what I'm thinking right now, Judd, I like the technology, but the American dream's being taken away. Back in the 50s, when people got their cars for the first time,
yeah,
they loved driving.
Yeah.
And where was that gone? Like, there were no more family road trips anymore. There were no more,
Yeah.
Like, that's gone. That part of driving is gone. The joy of driving a car is gone, I feel. That's going to vanish even more with this. That's what I was trying to say.
Yep.
But I'm also excited for innovation, though, so.
Yeah, there's also, in general, with electric vehicles, I have an issue with. And we've mentioned it before, is that, like, the cost of getting new batteries.
Yes.
Not excluding the whole price of the vehicle. The whole price of the vehicle is expensive as it is.
But the lithium-ion battery in it, yeah.
And yeah, that's way more than like just it's a $100 battery to fix your one you got now.
You got to get it back to the factory and they have to make one again. From what I understand.
I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure it's like upwards of $40,000 for a new battery.
Yep.
And
at least in the Tesla, yes.
And so, what does that mean? How long is this battery good for?
It better be a long time.
Because that's basically a brand new car you're paying for.
Right.
Every time you get a new battery, that's as much as one Jeep Wrangler.
Right.
Maybe a little less.
Fun fact, I'm making an electric Jeep.
Yeah.
The electric Jeep Wrangler. I mean,
I don't want it.
You don't?
No, because
you're. Does it look cool to you?
Well, it's cool, but then you gotta what happens when the battery dies?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And when you live in a state like Ohio where
hey, you're not paying $10 for gas though, like you do in a normal Jeep. I mean, because don't think the gas goes, I'll tell you that much. But no, the classic Jeeps I love, and it does seem weird that.
Yeah, it's like all these people are like, oh, it has less maintenance. Well, what happens when you gotta pay out of pocket $40,000 to get a new battery?
Yeah.
All that maintenance with I don't have to get oil changes anymore. Well, it's like actually
okay, but
I think over the years it's cheaper to have a gas powered vehicle than it is an electric one. When you eventually get down to the point of needing a new battery, it eventually is just
because keep in mind, all technology progresses.
Yeah, so
we will eventually get to the point where batteries can be replaced just as much as a car was oil changed.
Yeah.
And it'll be okay.
I mean, again, part of it is the looming war in Taiwan.
Yeah,
with the
which
chip.
I hope doesn't go south. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
because that'll cause more issues for the
electric
battery
car industry.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
And we got to remember that it's like a precious resource. Like it's not. It's isn't it a rare metal or a rare? What do they call it?
Silicone, you mean? Because silicone's the main component in microchips, if that's what you're wondering.
No, I mean for batteries.
Oh, lithium ion. Yes, it's very rare. Yes, lithium.
So that meaning that it's obviously going to drive up the price.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So that hence why it's probably $40,000 is
Now.
because of the.
And that's now.
That's right now. So with inflation, with a looming war,
And as the resources dwindle fuller and fuller for lithium, yes.
the price is only going to go up.
And that they say the reason that Musk has said the reason that the way that he wants to beat it is they hope that they can produce lithium before that happens.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how are you gonna produce lithium?
How do you just produce it? Like
Out of thin air, like, oh
make
guys,
it
we got lithium.
make it in your mom's kitchen,
Right.
just stir
Hey,
it.
what you doing, honey? Cooking lithium.
I got my lithium cooking. What's for dinner, Mom? Oh, lithium.
Lithium ion.
I'm lithium ion man. I produce lithium. It's like liquid
Anyway,
gold, man.
Yes.
Or whatever it comes in.
Yeah.
That's Texas tea. Gold, that is. Texas tea.
Gold.
There's gold in them there hills.
Oh,
Gold!
gold.
Gold! Gold!
Gold.
Gold!
Gold.
All right, this got weird
Okay.
really fast.
You think we're done for night, Jude?
Yeah.
Guys, I know we didn't say this. We might have said it in the first part of the tonight, but do subscribe to our channel. Give us a like, share if you guys enjoyed it.
The usual.
Yes. And the way out on the is with this, guys, like I always do. Okay.
Yeah.
Trust Jesus. Spread the gospel if you can, and let's into our first topic tonight because that was the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's spread this revival. Let's make this thing go crazy. Let's bring this thing.
Go stupid, go crazy.
Yes, go crazy. Let's make this spread across the whole nation, guys.
Yeah.
Across the world, please.
Yeah, let's see this continue. Let's hope that this is, as that one article was saying, that this is a legit revival.
Yes.
Continue it.
Yes. Glory to God too
Yes.
for this.
Yeah, all glory be to God for this. I mean, this is really just.
This is something.
Yeah, this is something that I didn't see coming.
No.
I don't think many. I mean, a lot of people were praying for.
Yes.
A big revival like this, and we just didn't know when it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And maybe we're getting closer to when Jesus is going to come back.
Amen. 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 Amen.
I think that's
Please,
awesome.
Jesus, come quickly. Please.
He can't come quick enough.
Yes.
Take me home, Daddy. Country roads, take me home. Makes me think of that song for some reason.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.